Well, I know Oregon, Chip does a great job of paying attention to our state, and I know that we do too. And I think that's a foundation point for us in our recruiting, is that we're going to always take care of our home base, and do a good job in our state of evaluating it and looking hard. And then, of course, we're going to now go out and look at the best guys that might want to be walk-ons for this program from our state. And we've been so fortunate through the years with the guys that have walked on, earned scholarships, and made big impacts in our program right from the state of Oregon.
Last year, a lot of the running game problems kind of was designated to the offensive line. Do you feel like you addressed all the issues that you needed to get done?
Well, for sure we wanted to have offensive linemen in this class, and now, starting on Monday, we're going to go to work on football, and we'll start placing these guys in spots for the upcoming year, and getting back with our own team, working through our off-season program with them, and getting ready for spring practice. And really, hey, we have to make a lot of strides in the spring, and obviously one of those is getting back to a great identity of what we do running the football.
And then I guess any holes you feel like you were not able to address? Or?
I would have liked to have gotten another corner, we like I said, we had 4 committed, and things go one way or the other. For kids have choices, and they get bombarded at the end, and so guys are going to do what they're going to do. And like I said, we're totally pleased with the class that we have, because I think these guys know why they chose us, and I'm happy with it. But in the numbers game of what we would have liked, I would have liked one more corner, and that's really the only thing that happened today that was a little bit of a disappointment. But we'll get over that fast and get on with the next part of it. Tight ends are hard to find. It's a versatile position. So we're looking at guys that are athletic enough to run down and make plays. We have got to get good production in the passing game out of our tight end, catching the ball. So he's got to go down there and run a route and beat a defensive back, and yet he's got to block a defensive end. So the combination of those abilities are not easy. So finding those guys, and then finding Caleb and Dustin, we are really excited about their possibilities here. And they're versatile, big athletes. And Caleb Smith is physically mature right now. I mean, he's ready to go. Dustin Stanton will be really fun to watch as he gets older and stronger and bigger, because he's right now he's a heck of a basketball player. He's got great size, broad shoulders, great athlete, and what really drew us to him initially was just athleticism, and it was first clip I ever saw of him was playing basketball. So, it was fun to take it from there and get him committed. And then Caleb Smith, I think, is one of the best prospects around. We're proud we got 5 guys out of the state of Washington, and Danny Langsdorf recruits Washington, and then of course our position coaches all help in that. But we did real well in the Northwest recruiting this year.
And then I see no defensive lineman at the moment. Is that something you just didn't worry about, or are you just going to find them?
It was not a priority as far as numbers, because you guys know we had the same numbers last year of defensive linemen that we have offensive linemen this year. So it became an offensive lineman year for the emphasis in recruiting, and a really, we recruited some defensive linemen, but not many, and we were very selective as to who it might be. We may, even in the near future, pick up a guy, but probably that will be it. But a lot of that part of it, the defensive line, was definitely by design. We just, with the number of young guys in our program and looking at the numbers that we have in total, we just couldn't fit any more in.
And then back on picking up the kicker, you already have a kicker as a freshman. You just thought behind getting 2 young guys in your program, the same position, that you usually don't do that.
No, we don't usually do it, but that's why we're probably going to gray shirt Garrett Owens, and then, and then if indeed, he'll come in and compete for the job. If he doesn't have it, he could red shirt, and then there'll only be 1 year head-to-head. He would still have 3 years to go. Otherwise, at the point when he gets here, and after he's been through a gray shirt, go to spring practice, go to fall camp, he might win the job. And then we would have 2 on scholarship. And if he doesn't, then we'll play it out. And he can, like I said, they'll only go head-to-head for 1 year. And I just saw this kid, and I didn't want to let him go. He is a good player, and had a couple other offers. But the neat thing about Garrett Owens, he recognized the coaching of Bruce Reed and how we handle special teams, and the fact that they really get coached all day long. You know, it's not a tight end coach coming over and working with special teams, and then when you're done, he goes back and coaches the tight ends. Bruce is a developer, and you know, just about every year, and this year we have 2 of them that have developed while they're here, and they both have NFL possibilities, our snapper and our punter. And we seem to have one guy like that in our specialist area, which is a small group almost every year. A kicker, a snapper, a punter, somebody that's going to have a chance to continue. And I think these kids out there in this world now, they know a lot about this stuff. And so I think the fact of what Bruce Reed does and has done played a big role in him wanting to come. And I think he's a talented kid.